Hello, my ravens. It's about 10 in the morning, and my sleep pattern is pretty much reversed. I slept yesterday, and I've been up all night. I think I may slowly be turning into a vampire. Although, I'm in the direct sunlight now, and it's not doing anything. Or, ooh, maybe I'm a daywalker like Blade. I guess that's too cool to hope for. But anyway. This is another diary. Sorry. This is another Diary of an Aspie video, and it's entitled Self-Hate. I've been in a few Asperger's groups on Facebook, and one of the popular questions that everybody always seems to ask was like, what if they had a liquid or a pill, whatever, and what if they had a cure for Asperger's syndrome? Would you take it? And there's many that say they guzzle the antidote if they could, because they hate being an Aspie, and but there's like many more who say they want to stay the same, and I'm one of those that would stay the same, because without the Asperger's syndrome I might not have my love for reading as I do, be as passionate about books as I am, or my writing. So that's part of me. But there's a certain level of self-hatred to every Aspie. You know, they always have times of it. There's some people that have it constantly, but there's always bouts of it. You know, before I started doing this channel, like if you look at my earlier videos, I was so stiff, I didn't have any personality, and I was nervous, and I really didn't like myself. I hated seeing myself. But then, the more I did it, the more I did these videos, the more it raised my confidence, and it made me start to kind of like who I am a little bit, you know. And I was able to see my personality, and it's helped with my marketing and everything, but I still have bouts of self-hate at times, and I guess like everybody does, if I start to ramble, remember I haven't had much sleep. But you know, I'm always whining about my dating life and everything, or lack thereof. I'm sure you get tired of it, but there's so many times, so many questions I have. I mean, it's almost like a curse. Why is it every time I get close to a girl, it's like, I just want to be friends with you? And they always say, oh my God, you're such a sweet guy, but I just don't want to be with you that way. I think you're such a great guy, you know. At some point you start to wonder, well, gee, I think I'd rather people think I was a jerk and get the dates, you know. Because it's so frustrating, and you know, I don't think I've ever actually said this, and it's probably, I'm probably a glutton of punishment for saying this, but and it's a confession that I have literally been rejected by over 100 girls in my life. Literally over 100, triple digits. But that is dating back since 4th grade, so we're talking about like maybe a 25-year span, but still not a very good track record. The Cleveland Browns track record is probably worse, you know, but, you know. But, you know, there's so many times, sometimes I just have to look in the mirror and see if I can see what it is that these other people see that that makes me undateable, that makes me unable to be in a relationship. I just don't understand it sometimes. And sometimes I just have to blame myself, because I know I'm different. I know I have a lot of different interests than most people, and I will not accept Pokemon as a weirdness anymore with this Pokemon Go craze. I liked Pokemon before they were cool. But you know, like I said, sometimes I just wonder what it is, and you know, that makes me feel so worthless and so unlovable that so many people are like that. I mean, you wonder, is anybody ever going to feel that way about me, like, love me like that? And it's just hard and stressful at times. And I just sometimes wonder what it is, and like sometimes I ask, what is it that I do, so, or what is it, something specific that makes them feel that way, so I could stop doing it. But it always is like my love life is like one story where every chapter ends the same way. And it's like the definition of insanity. You keep trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, and not getting one. But it's definitely not easy, and sometimes people will always tell me, like, oh, the right person will come along, you just haven't met the right one. Well, I don't know what they're going to say when I'm 60 on a walker and the person still hasn't come along, you know. Or and I don't see how one person is supposed to make up for all the ones that didn't want me either. But and let me see, what else do they tell me? I don't know, I can't really think right now. But but I know I'm not the only one. Like, I tried to do a different category for each video, and like I said, this one's self-hatred, and I think a lot of people like me wonder that. They wonder why they can't have normal relationships, even though I guess they're not normal. And you know, this is just kind of my personal diary, and what my thoughts are, and half the time I'm doing them when I haven't slept. And I don't know, there's really that much more to say on the subject, except for oh yeah, I remember what I was going to say. I was saying how worthless it made me feel at times, because, you know, like I said, every time a girl tells me that they don't want me, that way I see it as them saying, you're not good enough. But, and then anybody they do date or whatever, they're saying they are good enough and they're better than me. And so, like, say every girl that ever didn't want me, they'd say they only dated 5 people. That's over 500 people. They come by and they're saying they're better than you, Chris. But that's really not a good shot of self-esteem. But that's just the way it goes, and I'm gonna try to get some sleep later. I'll probably have some breakfast, some tuna salad for breakfast, you know. Or, I know that doesn't sound like a very good breakfast, but I don't know if it'll probably be breakfast or lunch or whatever. But I guess that'll do it for this video. Like I always say, whenever I have some more news on Artemis or whatever, I'll let you guys know. And until next time, happy reading.